I really like to be present with everything I do. And I say that because sometimes I'm so busy doing all the things with all the people that I don't take enough time for myself. And I really get a lot of thoughts and deep thoughts and planning done when I'm just by myself for a long period of time, which I absolutely love. Sometimes I get lonely, but I really do enjoy it. But when I don't have that time, I make some mistakes because I'm trying to be so present all the time, trying to be with people and make some mistakes. I just made a mistake. I went to the airport to fly to Japan and they said I couldn't go. So I'll have some fruit instead. 3 mini bananas, 3 little oranges. This is what you care about, right? You wanted to know what I'm gonna have now that I'm not flying to Japan. Not, why aren't you going to Japan? But I know that you're not that as curious about that one, so I'm gonna tell you about that one anyway. First, I was looking for a mirror. Here's a mirror. Yeah, check out this guy. But backpack and this bag. This is the cooler side because it's all black this way. Can you see that? Yeah. So let me take this off. Oh. Yeah. So I needed 3 shots on my COVID test. Anybody who does their research on traveling to Japan knows that. But if you have been traveling for a year and the last 6 months you have been traveling a lot, at least once or twice, or no, you've definitely been traveling twice a month, but maybe sometimes up to 4 times a month, and you haven't needed a PCR test, you kind of forget that that's a thing you might need. So anyway, didn't check beforehand to see what I was gonna need. And yeah, I can't go. So I need, what am I saying? My 3 shots for COVID. So the booster shot as well. I only got the 2 shots. I don't have that third one. The 2, 3, what are your numbers anyway? So what's age? Just a number. And what are numbers? A figment of your imagination. Someone created this concept so that we could all be on track with each other. And so many different, cultures use this numerical system, but this can be 3. Anyway, just gonna let you know that. Yeah, so I'm not flying to Japan. It's gonna be a little bit expensive of a mistake, but honestly, I'm not really that upset. I'm always sad when I leave Vietnam, and I'm okay. I don't really care. I'm glad I got this bag. It makes mistakes easier when you just have a backpack. When you are also carrying a roller bag, it makes it a lot harder. I made a mistake, went and grabbed a chair, ran out to a taxi, booked a hotel real quick, and it was easy, right? I had to run downstairs to get to the taxi because it was already there. And if I had a big luggage, it would have been harder to grab that and run down the stairs. With this, super, super mobile. I gotta take this water out. It looks so much cooler when it's just all black. And my other bag, 2 all black bags just chilling there with this guy in his black shirt and his black pants. Just a weirdo. Just weirdo Michael hanging out, forgetting to get his booster shot, not going to Japan. Redid my flight for tomorrow. That was a $52 mistake on the plane. So I'm paying a fee of $52 to get to move back a day. I tried to stay in Vietnam as long as possible, so I will overstay my welcome here, my visa, by a day. Extra fee there, I'm not sure what that'll cost yet. And hotel room. So I'm in a hotel room now. This hotel room was $44 US, part of the mistake. And I'm gonna try to reach out to the capsule hotel in Japan, and that's $60 a night. So if they don't let me move that, that's an extra $60 mistake. So all those things adds up to a mistake. And back in a time where money was really tight, oh my goodness, I would be stressing. I would be stressing so much. I can't waste money on all this stuff. But yeah, right now I'm not stressing at all. It's okay, financially, oops, but it's not gonna kill me or hurt me or anything like that. Time-wise, oops, it's not gonna hurt me or kill me or anything. It's a mistake that can easily be fixed. right? Like I imagine if I was traveling with someone else, maybe they'd be upset, or maybe if they planned it, like I'd be upset or something like that. But I don't think that's the case. I mean, I'm chill, and especially when I'm by myself, I'm freaking chill. So I'm gonna set up some video games, and I'm gonna play video games with my brother. And right now it's 9 a.m. in the States, in New Orleans at least, where he is. So he's gonna play some Call of Duty with me while it is a little after 10 p.m. here. Oh, so tomorrow I have to go to the hospital. I have to go get a PCR test. I'm gonna ask if I can also get a shot, to get that booster shot. So maybe it'll be easier to go in and out of Japan without needing to do the PCR test every time. And then, yeah, tomorrow I'll fly into Tokyo. And that flight is like a midnight flight, so I'll sleep on the plane. Yeah, time for some games. Call of Duty. All right, so I'm in Ho Chi Minh. I was supposed to fly to Japan last night. Needed a PCR test, so I got one this morning. I walked into the hospital because they told me I needed to come back to the hospital to get the results. So I walked back in at the time they said, and the same area is completely empty. So I'm just like, oh crap. And then I go to a certain desk. She like asked me to write down my information again, and then she's like, okay, tomorrow. And I'm like, no, what? No, today. And she's like, tomorrow. And then someone else comes over and it's like, oh, tomorrow. I'm like, no, today. I need it today. I fly to Japan today. He's like, you get your receipt tomorrow. I was like, okay. But that didn't help me out for today. I stopped the video because people were walking by. And I don't know, I just feel awkward just talking to my camera when people are walking by. I guess nobody would care, but yeah, so I got my PCR result, and I stayed in Vietnam longer than my, original plan. So I got 30 days on my SIM card. SIM card doesn't work anymore. So I need to go somewhere with Wi-Fi, like a coffee shop, and connect to the Wi-Fi so that I can book a taxi, whether I'm going to the airport or somewhere else. I was gonna book a taxi to a coffee shop and hang out there for a little bit, but it looks like I'm walking. Also, when I got to the hospital, I had to walk around a couple different people to find another area to get the PCR result. So I got the result, luckily. I'm glad that I actually was able to get that. I was scared at first when they said tomorrow, but I got it. I'm just traveling with my backpack, just this bag, and then this bag as well. Thank goodness I'm just doing that already, because if I was doing more, I would have some issues with the big luggage and running around and trying to do a lot of stuff with it. But now that I only have this stuff, I can walk. Also, I can get on a... sorry, I keep putting my thumb in front of the camera. Like, yep, well, I say it and I do it again. But I can also get on a grab bike. I mean, I've seen people do it with the luggage and they have it on their lap, but with this, I can get on a grab bike, super easy, backpack on, this on the front, and yeah, I'm good to go. So I'm gonna go find a coffee shop, chill there, have some coffee, get on Wi-Fi, and then head to the airport. So obviously it's been kind of stressful for me as everything's kind of gone haywire. Just everything. When you're totally out of whack on a plan, then just nothing works out. You try one other thing and one other thing, and then a lot of times in cities, people are just like very straight to the point.
You know, they're just there to get their work done. So wherever you are, a hospital, a gym, whatever, they're just there to get their work done. So they're not there to be kind or nice or anything. Occasionally you meet some of those people and it really feels good. Less frequently. In a place that's really slow, it's not a big city, people are like, they really care about the other person as a person. So they take more time, they have more time, so they take more time, they're kinder. It's just something generally I find. You can challenge that if you want, but in a smaller city, slower, and people have the time to be nicer. In a big city, there's less time, so less time to be nice. You just got to get straight to the point. So Michael's going to enjoy a Pilsner beer because he was sitting in the coffee shop, did some work on a Sunday. Right, I was supposed to be in Japan. I was going to do work today. It didn't happen. I did a really good workout at the gym, which I'm glad about. And yeah, I'm going to treat myself with this, and I'm going to chill out. I got to get to the airport. Hopefully there's no other problems, and I can fly to Japan tonight. I'm ready to fly. Cheers.
And a quick commercial break from our sponsor, Pilsner Beer. Doesn't have to be this brand, it could be any brand, but grab a Pilsner and drink it. You'll feel great afterwards. You could also drink any kind of whiskey, sake, or any other alcohol. But this is by Pilsner Beer. Thanks, Pilsner.
I get the hiccups when I drink carbonated beverages. Do you get the hiccups when you drink carbonated beverages?
Well, it's all in Vietnamese. So sometimes when you look at a menu, you're like confused. But you can see there's English here. And then I saw across the street that they had a Pilsner, so I wanted that. Just making sure that this is the only one. And they got a bottle and a can. Can must be bigger because, you know, it's more expensive. So I just flipped around in this thing. I was like, there must be a picture somewhere. Boom, picture. I guess I don't need a big can of beer. You can always get more, but you can't get less because you have to chug it all. So I went with the bottle to start.
Wrapping up this video, we had a few beers, it turned into nighttime, and it's almost time for that flight.